How did you do that? How did you do that?
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a quick summer routine. I actually wore this look in my how to conceal dark circles video, and I had a couple people asking me to do that makeup look as a summer look, so that's what I'm going to be doing here today. I'm super excited about this look just because this is more of a realistic everyday kind of summer look with no false lashes, a simple face, a quick eye. So it's great for you girls that go to work every day or want to run errands but still want to look put together. So I wouldn't call this an everyday kind of look. For me, an everyday look is like throw on some concealer, throw on a little bit of foundation, and just walk out the door. This is more of like a summer glowy kind of makeup routine, but simple with no false lashes, just your real lashes. So I hope you guys are excited for this video. I'm so obsessed with the last video I put up. I don't think any video could top that look off. I kind of wish that I could go to prom just so I could wear that look all over again. But I hope you guys enjoyed that video, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video as well. If you are new here, make sure you hit that little button down below before you go, and let's just jump right into things. By the way, I wish you guys knew how real it was to put on this choker. I, like underneath, I don't know if you guys can still see it, I'm like super red from like tugging and pulling. It seems like the easiest thing, or maybe I'm just really slow, but it took me forever to figure out how it worked. But back to the point of this video.
Alright guys, my brows I did off camera, and we're just going to jump right into the face. Since this is a quick summer look, we're going to just do the face first before our eyes. First, I'm going to jump into CETAPHIL lotion. I am going to really warm this up in my hands and then begin to rub it into my skin. You want to keep rubbing it until the lotion becomes very tacky, which is going to ensure that the makeup is going to last on your face all day. I like to use this for an everyday moisturizer because it's super inexpensive and it acts as a primer as well. So now going into Maybelline Matte and Poreless and Urban Decay Naked Skin Foundation. I am mixing these two because it's an everyday summer look and the Naked Skin has some SPF in it. I am going to go ahead and pounce that all over my skin as well as over my eyelids to kind of go ahead and prime those. Now going into the HOOLA Benefit Quickie Contour Stick. I'm going to use this to really bronze up and contour my skin. I love using this for an everyday quick kind of routine just because I feel like you don't really need to use powder once you have this on your face. And I feel like since it is a cream, it feels a lot lighter on my face than continuing to pack on powders and powders on top. As you can tell, it's only a shade or two up darker than my skin tone, which is great for contouring naturally. You never want to go too intense and too dark with your contour colors because that's when it can really start to begin to look really muddy and really really pronounced on the side of your face where you can tell it's kind of fake, if that makes any kind of sense. And I love using a beauty blender for applying all these cream contours. Don't mind my dance session. I recently got really into Ed Sheeran Shape of You, so I'm obsessed. So now going into concealer, I am going to take the LA Girl Pro Concealer in Yellow Corrector and apply this to the inner part of my eyes. It's going to really mask my dark circles as well as really brighten up under my skin. So again, you just want to push it into your skin. You don't want to blend this out because you want to keep it in that inner corner of your eye. Then going into my Maybelline Concealer in Medium, I'm going to apply that on my forehead, my cupid's bow, my chin, along the bridge of my nose, and I'm using this underneath my eyes to really conceal on top of that yellow corrector, and that yellow is really going to bring that concealer out and really make it pop and brighten it up underneath our eyes. Now I'm going to go ahead and blend everything into my skin. I really like to push things into my skin versus like rubbing it. It just makes the product last and look more natural. So once I am done blending everything out and really pushing it in, I'm going to go into my DERMABLEND translucent powder, or not translucent, this is a loose powder, but I'm going to go into the color Cool Beige because I don't want my face to be super highlighted, I guess you can say. I want it to be kind of mattified but kind of still around the same color tone. Although translucent powders are translucent, sometimes they do leave you a white cast, which is why I'm going in with the color Cool Beige. And I'm going to be applying this underneath my contour lines, underneath my eyes, and basically setting my whole face with this, and then going in with the duo stippling brush and just blending it all away. Now going into Mario Badescu's Cucumber Water, I'm going to go ahead and spritz my face so that everything really sinks into my skin well, and it looks very hydrated and skin-like. And while my cheeks are still a little bit wet, I'm going to go into this Wet n Wild highlighter in Crown of my Canopy. You guys know I love this. this. It's so natural. It just gives my face an overall glow, and I'm basically going to apply this all over my face, the cheekbones, chin, yada, yada, yada. You guys know the drill. Now going into an intense highlight, I'm going to use Mary Luminizer by the BALM and slightly spritz my brush again and then go in more intensely with this Mary Luminizer. It's such an intense highlight, but I love the way it looks. It's so natural. I love using this highlight for brides. I just feel like it gives you that beautiful overall glow without being so intense on the side of your cheek. Then I'm going to go with the Beauty Blender and really push it into my skin once again. Now going into this Wet n Wild contouring palette, I'm going to use that contour shade with a small rose gold brush from Morphe and go ahead and contour over where we placed that HOOLA just very lightly and keeping it a little bit back towards my ears, not dragging it so much forward and going underneath my jawline. I just wanted it to be a little bit more pronounced and a little bit more chiseled out than what it was showing. Sometimes a translucent powder can make it a lot more chiseled, but since we did go with the cool beige, it didn't make it look so chiseled. I don't know if that makes any kind of sense to you guys. So now going in with the BALM's Hot Mama. This is just a BALM cosmetics like tutorial right now. I'm gonna use this E4 Morphe brush and apply this blush to the top of my cheekbones, just really patting it into my skin and then buffing it out, trying to take off a little bit of that pigment since I went a little bit hard. Now going into Milani's Make It Last spray, I'm gonna spritz my entire face with this and of course continue dancing. And then moving on to our eyes, I'm going to take this Pro Tarteist palette and I'm going to go ahead and highlight underneath my brow bones just using any kind of pencil brush that you have with this matte white shade called Classic. And now going in to the color Bold, which is a really neutral soft brown. I'm going to use a big fluffy brush. This is going to be the easiest eye look ever, and I'm going to buff this back and forth into our crease and on top of our lid and continuing to go into that color and just building up the intensity of that color. And once I have really built up that color, I'm going to go into this dark brown right here in the color Edgy with that same pencil brush that we used to highlight underneath our brow bones. I'm going to drag this along my lower lash line only about halfway in and then dragging it a little further up onto the lid. And once we have really done that, I'm going to switch brushes into this fluffier brush and just really begin to blend that out. And when you blend that out, it really gives you that smoked out effect. As you can tell, I'm being super sloppy, but that's what I kind of like about this eye look, is that it's so easy and it's kind of sloppy that it kind of looks put together. I don't know if that makes sense. You just want to buff it really out until it looks really smoked out. And then we're going to go back into that same pencil brush and really begin to pack it on again with no additional product and just really dragging it forward on our lower lash line, which makes it look like we lined our lower lash line. I don't know how to even explain this eye look really. It's just so sloppy, but it comes out so pretty. So you basically just want to line the lower lash line, buff it out, line it again, and buff it out. And that's basically it. Now I'm going to take this big fluffy brush and highlight the inner corner of my eyes. Okay, now for the other eye. Again, you just want to buff it back and forth into that crease and dragging it on top of your lid, really going back into that color and really building up that intensity until you get that soft brown look on your eye. Once you have that, take that color Edgy or any dark brown that you have, buff that into the halfway in on your lower lash line, and then go in with a big fluffy brush and just really begin to smoke it out and blend it out. Then go back into the brush again with no additional product and continue to build in and then dragging it inwards on your lower lash line. So this kind of creates as if you did a smoked out liner even though you didn't, and just buff it out, and that's basically the end of this look. I know it seems so weird and so tedious and so easy, but it's so good for a quick summer look, if that makes any kind of sense. Now taking this highlight shade in this palette and highlight your inner corner with it. I think that's called Glam, and that basically completes the eye look. You're just going to curl your lashes, add some mascara, and that's basically it, guys. It's that easy. I know it seems really weird that it's that easy, but it's really that easy. And then once we're done doing that, with that same pencil brush that we used with that dark brown, you're not going to add anything onto it. You're just going to go ahead and drag that underneath your lower lash line just to use whatever is left over on that brush. You just want to buff it out, and it's going to give you that really soft blown out effect underneath your eyes. So now moving on to lips. This is like one of my favorite summer combos. I'm going in with NYX Liquid Suede and Sandstorm. I love this nude shade and I love this formula. It's so comfortable. It's not drying at all. It's pretty creamy but still matte at the same time. So once we have applied that all over our lips, I'm going to go into Milani's Chromatic Addict metallic liquid lipsticks. Oh my god, what a tongue twister. And I'm gonna apply this just to the center of my bottom lip and the center of my top lip and kind of blend it out just a little bit, giving you that metallic look on top of that matte lipstick, but it gives you like that summery glow, summery kind of feel. So that basically completes the look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, this quick summer routine. I hope I inspired you guys to try something, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.
How did you do that? How did you do that?